Good morning, everybody. Well, it is morning here in Australia. Um, I got back about 1:30 last night from the UK, and all a bit scary because I had to change the times and flights and whatever and cut my trip short. But I'm here, and I'm in lockdown. So I thought that I would do a video diary throughout this 14 days to let you know how I'm getting on. I'm sure other people are going to do the same, but I just thought it might be a bit of fun. So, what did I do? I have decided to. My son in law said to me this morning, "Have you got plenty to occupy yourself?" And I went, "Yeah." I'm going to find it really hard not going out. That's going to be really, really hard for me. But the one thing that I did, it feels like I've gone back to school because I created myself a timetable. And as you can see from, oh no, the wrong way, there, I'm already running not according to plan. And that's because people have been ringing me to see how I am and whether I got back and da 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 da. So anyway, I'm back on track. So I've changed this to live video is at 12 o'clock today. It's going to be at 10 o'clock, and I'll try and do it 10 o'clock every day and see how I go, because I know that will include some of the UK people that can see that as well. So 12 o'clock today, as I said, it's 2 hours behind. Never mind, I'm here, which is the most important thing. So what have I got to keep myself occupied for the next 2 weeks? Well, um, I'm going to be having breakfast in the garden, weather permitting, and then I'm going to do some exercise twice a day, and then I'm going to do my video call if I've squeezed in a shower in between, and that all depends as well on jet lag because I've only had 3 hours sleep today, and you can probably I sound a bit hyper, but I've only had 3 hours sleep. And then I'm going to do some study, not telling you what that is, and then lunch, then some more study, then some more exercise, and then stop at 7 o'clock, and I can watch Netflix and knit. Yes, I knit, and then whatever else I want to do as well. And hoping that the weather is going to be nice because I can also get out in my garden because I've got back after my 2 and a bit weeks and my garden is very overgrown. Hi Jenny, hi Victoria, hi Jane. And Catherine, I need to pick your brains, Catherine. I'll speak to you later. And Deanne, I know there were some other people that came online there as well. Let me have a look. Simone, you're a darling. You've been sending me lots of lovely messages. Jenny, I'm so disappointed. So I was in the UK and I was supposed to be there a month, and I was supposed to be doing a show with Karen Wood, which I managed to do, which was fantastic. And we hadn't actually worked together. We started training together 30 years ago. So it was just fantastic that we were able to do a show. But because of this silly virus, I'm going to call it a silly virus, and please don't slate me for that. But anyway, I think it's all a bit silly. But because of the silly virus, Jenny and I had to cancel our shows, and we were so disappointed. And I know that Simone's dad, Ian, had actually purchased 10 tickets. So we had sold quite a lot of tickets. So we had to disappoint everybody. But we're coming back. And I'm not sure if I can make June, but I most definitely will make November, God willing. And we will do those shows again. So hi Susie McDougall and Lorraine, and oh my gosh, there's so many people that are coming online. I didn't expect so many people to come on. Jenny, Katrina, and hi, honey, Lorraine. And I love the fact that everybody keeps such a close eye on, oh, Cassie, hiya, keeps such a close eye on what I'm doing. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be quite honest, but I know I was disappointed too, Jenny. Um, but listen, the times are as such. Hi, Kathy. The times are as such at the moment where we have to pull back and we have to look at our resources. And I, this morning, for instance, have just put out that for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do 3 classes, Zoom classes for free. And I've got so many people that have said that they are interested. So what I'm going to do is I'll break those down into the UK so I can do a UK time time that would be suitable. And then I will do 2 other classes. But again, I'm going to break it down to more advanced and not so advanced, so I can deal with that. But I'm going to keep the classes to a maximum of 12 people, because otherwise I can't do my teaching with more than that. I don't like to, because I like to give people one-on-one. So it'll be a 2-hour class for free. And if you are interested, all you have to do is tell me where you are in the world and your email address, and then I will sort the rest out. So, Catherine, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You've got the technology and I don't. I can be a technophobe, but I can be good with technology sometimes. Anyway, so what else have I got to do in my 2 weeks, apart from talking to 1 million people on the phone and talking to people on Skype or video or whatever. But you know, it's really funny. Hi, Vicky. And Jennifer, the thing that I did before I went away, my phone gets so crazy and it's going bing, 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 bleep, bleep, bleep all the time. And one of my lovely cousins, she's, oh, for goodness sake, turn your phone off. It's just crazy. So I did. I actually turned my phone onto silent before I left. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Miff McGregor. Is that Welsh? Yes, I turned my phone onto silent and then I was just answering the phones as and when I wanted to. And it was absolute bliss. And I didn't realise how intrusive my phone had become. I'm not saying don't ring me, because I love people ringing me. I'm not saying that at all. But you know, when you want to get on with work, it's really, really hard to... Oh, you had a reading with me, Vicky. Hi. Hi, Laurie. It is really hard to try and concentrate on the things that you've got to concentrate on. So I try to get things done. I've got the videos to do. I've got my teaching schedule to plan, etc., etc. But this lovely schedule, I'm going to show you again for those that weren't online. That's my schedule for 2 weeks. And it says, as I say, I'm a little bit all out of sync this morning, but I'm gonna work to it. I've done the exercise, which was the most important thing. Again, when you're away, I'm very, very lucky that I get put up by people, but you end up eating the food that is put in front of you, and it's not necessarily the food that is good for you or that you like or that you would choose yourself. So I've eaten lots of bread and potatoes, and I feel it makes me feel very uncomfortable. So no bread, no potatoes for the next 2 weeks, and let's see, I might turn out into be a sylph like something or other. Wishful thinking. Anyway, so lots of study as well. So you know, when things like this happen and we're restricted to what we can do, I know all the children are thinking about homeschooling or how they can keep themselves occupied while they're off. Well, us adults can do exactly the same. And I really want to just turn my all my efforts into making this 2 weeks the most productive that I can. And if I can do that with studying and exercise and that sort of thing, then you know, then I'm really, really happy. So I can't go out. I can go in my garden. I do have a trampoline, which I jumped up and down on for 15 minutes this morning. I have weights. I have a skipping rope. What else have I got? I've got stretchy band things as well, which I'm going to have a go at. So I might enter the Miss Universe contest next year. Oh, you're all going to sit there laughing at me. Hi, Pauline. In the UK, it must be late over there. But listen, what else can we do to keep ourselves occupied? And that's what you have to think about. What can you do to keep yourself occupied? I know there's a lot of older people who are self-hibernating. That's what my mum's calling it at the moment, instead of whatever the other word is. And I know my mum does lots of knitting, and she's going to be busy with a knitting machine. And her clicking of her needles when she can. Hi, Sue. I hope you're enjoying Brisbane. And so it's finding things that we can occupy ourselves with. How many of you have actually thought about writing, but you don't get the time to do it? Or how many of you thought about, you know, experimenting with those new recipes, or doing the knitting, like I said, or watching your favourite shows on the television? And I'm going to binge watch certain things, which is going to be exciting. Don't sit on your own and be isolated. And I know that when you are, this situation's forced upon you, it can really affect your mental health. I'm a nutcase anyway, so I don't care. So my mental health's gone crazy. But I just, think about people who are not able to cope with situations like this. So I'm at the end of an email, val@valhood.com, and I'm very happy to have emails from people or messages on Facebook, and it's just Val Hood. Hello, Linda Craney. And I mean that, if people want to message me or let me know what their questions are or how I can possibly help or how we can find out who else to go for help. I know one of my lovely friends, Alex. Hello, Lee. Alex is doing some online counselling and some online healings, as is another friend of mine, Lisa. She's going to do online meditations and online healings as well. So, think about what you've got that you can offer to people, and maybe you can actually do that as well. So, yeah, free classes, Catherine, is a great idea. So, can't do it indefinitely because we all need to earn a living. But I just thought it's my way of being able to give back to a lot of beautiful people that I know on Facebook. And hi, Alison, and Val. And I know, yeah, we've got lots we can do, but we just have to think outside of the box. And I think that's going to be an important thing. Trelina, hello. That's going to be an important things to do, to think outside of that box. Not I want to earn money, I've got to do this, and I've got to get, how much, how big. And I really feel that one of the things that I'm finding out of this is that we've actually got to go back to basics. Many years ago, Spirit said to me that we've gone too far into a materialistic and money orientated world, and we need to go back to basics. And I know many years ago, I've just got another copy of the book actually because I lost it along the way, but it's called Black Dawn, Bright Day. And it was written by Native American Indians in the 1800s. And they said that these sorts of events were going to happen, but we had to go back to basics. And I know, listen, I don't know a lot about the Native Americans, but one of the things that I do know is when they took, they gave back. So if they took an animal to eat, they said thanks, and they not grew more animals because that's silly, but they nurtured the other animals, but they only took what they needed. If they dug up a plant, they replanted. So they gave back, and I think that's what we actually have to do. Hi, Luda. Hi, Helen. So how can we give back? And I really feel that that's going to be a very, very important thing to do. So my way of giving back is to do these silly videos for the next fortnight, and so you can see what I've been up to, but to give some online classes free of charge as well. And I hope you like them, because if you do, then maybe we can continue and see how they go. But anyway, so maybe create yourself a schedule and spend your time wisely. I always, the study for me is about my mediumship. And I always want to be able to do the best that I can and to give the best that I can. Hi, Tazzy. And I know, if I'm going to be teaching, I need to make sure that I'm teaching things and keep up to date with everything. So my study that I'm actually doing is to make sure that I'm learning some more things, some more skills that I can pass on to students, because that for me is extremely important. Hi, Lucia. Oh, you called me. I didn't answer you back because I was in the UK. So I'm sorry. What was I going to say? Suddenly, for some reason or other, my birthday just popped up. So I was 65 a couple of weeks ago, and I look 95 today because I only got in. I've only had 3 hours sleep, by the way. So you'll have to excuse me. Again, I'm going to say I'm probably a bit hyper. Hello, Richard, today, but I will calm down over the next 2 weeks, I promise you. But if I can do anything to help you, let me know. If you need answers to questions or directions for, where you can go to get some help, how you can stay sane if you've got to lock yourself up for the next 2 weeks, which is going to be very difficult for a lot of people. Hello, Beryl. I know my mum was saying she's going to find it really But thank goodness she can go out in her garden. And my sisters were buying her bags of compost so she can go and repot all her plants and things like that. So we can catch up on the jobs that, that we have been putting off, that decorating or the bit of mending that needs doing or the dressmaking or whatever it is that you've got to do. But just think about how you can spend that time wisely. So I will keep you posted. Hello, Kath. I will come back to you. So as I said, class is free. I'm going to do 3 this week and 3 next week. One will be geared. One of each of those will geared to the UK and the UK timing. Have fun, Luda, and the others will be geared to Australia, but it'll be advanced and less advanced, and I will help you through whatever we've got, and we'll do 2 hours. It'll be a bit of fun. As I said, anybody that knows me knows that I'm a bit crazy and I love to work with that energy as well, and I think that everybody works better if they do that. So I saw something when I was coming through the airport, and it said, keep calm and have a cup of tea. So I always have my cups of tea. Talking about airports, I'm absolutely so shocked. Oh, hi, Shelley. I was absolutely so shocked by the M25 when I was in the UK, because the M25 is a giant car park and it's usually 4 lanes of non-stop stop-start traffic, and it was empty. I couldn't believe that. And then when I got to Gatwick Airport, I put a photograph up today, the airport was empty. The plane that I was on was packed because people were really desperate to get back to Australia, and it was very strange, the energy, and working with energy you sense it, but there was this hushed, subdued feeling. People weren't talking, which was really, really bizarre. And then that didn't change until we were just about to come to land into Sydney. And then people started talking to one another, and you could actually tangibly feel that energy change with the anticipation had gone, and it was the excitement. Hi, Anne. Hi, Francis. But it was the energy of, we were now coming into land. We have come home. And I felt so sorry for some of the people I was talking to. One lady had gone to the UK for 7 months and only been a couple of weeks and had to come home. There were another young couple, and I think it was their honeymoon, and it was a trip that they planned. Hi, Laura. It was a trip that they planned for 9 months, and they had only had a month. They were going all the way around the world, and they had to come home, and they were bitterly disappointed. I mean, hopefully they can do it again at some latter stage. Hi, Nicole. But there are a lot of people who are very, very disappointed about having to return home, and I'm sure that is the same the world over. And we've never been in a situation like this where the whole world has gone into lockdown. Never ever in the history of the world has this happened. So we're in a very, very strange situation, very very difficult, and it's going to affect a lot of people in a lot of different ways. So reach out to people and ask for the help. I've already said val@valhood.com. If anybody needs any help from me, just email me, and if I can point you in the right direction, I will. Hello, Dawn, and Mia. But if I can help, I will. I'm already hearing of people, as I said, that are doing online meditations, online counselling, all sorts of different things like that. But I'm going to repeat myself, but find things that you can do, the things that you've been putting off, the cupboard that needs sorting out, or I'm going to dedicate my next 2 weeks to studying, talking to all you beautiful people out there and driving you all mad. And I'm so sorry. I was going to keep it nice and short, and I've gone over. But yeah, exercise, study, doing your garden, talking to people, and just trying to make the most of the time. And also to try and to sit and contemplate. What do you want? Hi, Annette and Amy. Sit and contemplate. How can you make your life different? I said earlier, we've become a very materialistic and a very greedy people, and we need to come away from that, and we need to work out how we can do that. Yeah. offering things for free or offering things at a discount for people to be able to help them is always a really good thing to do. And also giving unconditionally. I've recently experienced something where it was giving conditionally, and that really upsets me, because it's about giving unconditionally. That's how children give, and they give their love unconditionally, and we need to be giving unconditionally and giving our love unconditionally, because we don't know how long all this silliness is going to go on for, but we need to be able to do what we can for as many as we can for as long as this goes on for. So yes, my timetable is written. Oh, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. It's written. I was so excited to do that this morning, and then really silly, crazy with myself because I didn't adhere to the time slots. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sending love and healing to everybody. Help each other, message one another, talk to one another, and try and find out what you can do for one another. I'm relying on my daughter and neighbours now to bring food in for me, because I can't go out. I'm really restricted, and I know that there are an awful lot of hello Les, there are an awful lot of other people who are in the same sort of situation, and I've had offers from people like Simone, who lives 2.5 hours away from me. I'll bring you shopping, and so beautiful, so beautiful. Hi, Robin. But you can't. You've got to think sensibly. I mean, there are people who are nearer to me. Another Kathy, hello, and Karen, but there are people around you that, and also your old people. Keep an eye on those as well. Have they got the things that they need? And Glenda, I can say hello. One of my friends this morning tried to do shopping online. She's just got back from an overseas trip, and she can't do shopping online. It's only for the older people. So, help one another. Let somebody know. And that was Amanda in Melbourne. So if anybody knows Amanda in Melbourne and they are able to get out and about, give her a ring or email her and say, I can do your shopping for you. She'll pay you. Okay, I think I'm going to go, but I will keep up with you. I miss you too, Robin. But remember, find things that will keep you amused, and don't waste this time. This is actually a time to rethink your whole working, your whole ethic, your whole thing about money, your whole way of living. Your whole way of living. It's made me think. I mean, I had plenty of time on the aeroplane to sit and think about what am I going to do, and I know that my timetable again. I'm so happy with my timetable. But anyway, switch your phone off. Talk to people when you want to talk to people, but do the things that you want to do. And I'm so happy. I've just realised that my map with all the dots on is behind me. I know I've got to cancel an awful lot of work in the foreseeable future. So I think my work up until May is put on hold for the time being, and it may be a lot longer than that. I know my trip in June to the UK is in jeopardy at the moment. Love you, Simone. And I'm really disappointed about that. But we've got to sit tight until they tell us that it's okay to get a move on. Hi, Barry. You make me laugh all the time with all your comments, and excuse me, and Brett as well. Silly comments about toilet rolls. I've got 15 in my house if anybody wants one. But listen, love to all of you, and take care, and I'll speak to you. I'll try and do it every day. That's what my schedule says I've got to do, but it'll only be short, just to let you know I'm still alive, I'm still here, and I'm still doing the things that I need to do. But anyway, val@valhood.com. If I can do anything to help you, just let me know. And if you're interested in the online classes, free of charge, 3 this week and 3 next week, then let me know, and I'll organise all that. I might have to do more than 3, because the list that I had this morning was phenomenal, and I want to keep it to 12 maximum. Anyway, I can't believe I do look so good considering I've only had 3 hours sleep. But love to you all, and take good care. Thank you all for joining me, and see you all tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, hopefully. See you. Bye. Bye.